Hi, I am in yesterday's clothes still because it is so cold that I haven't changed. Ooh. I've had a really emotional day, so it's taken me a while. I'm going to wait for some people to come on, and then we're going to chat, and we're going to do Virgo. You know, I really thought about doing a very simple look for Virgo, but I didn't want to disrespect their intensity, so I'm going to do a little bit of a flare. I am not contouring today. With that being said, though, I am going to use my BB cream, which I really honestly love. That's what I use like on a regular basis. If you are just popping on and you are like, you just added me and you're trying to figure out who the hell I am, why I'm on your screen, who I be. My name is Nicole. I am an astrologer in training, and I'm probably going to say that even after I finish all my classes, because I just think, like, I don't know. You're never really like a master. My son and I launched a modern mystics shop that is almost sold out. I think we have a couple of moon baths left and like one. I have enough stuff for maybe like 1 or 2 candles, so I will drop that below. Yesterday, I did a video on the full moon. I gave a little moon cake recipe. I'll drop some ritual stuff. I think tomorrow, I will, or maybe even today, I'll talk a little bit about the moon bath in my Virgo-y makeup. And we'll kind of talk about what it is and what it does. I saw some stuff on TikTok where people were like telling people to manifest on the full moon, and that is not what you do. Like, you would never, no, you do not manifest on a full moon. You release things on a full moon. You charge things. You can charge your crystals not on a full moon too. I think that there's like some sort of misconception that if it's not a full moon, then like you can't charge your crystal, but the moon's always in the sky. Even if you don't see it, it's not like you can like pluck it out of the sky. So, I mean, that doesn't even make sense, but they get charged, better under a full moon, and same with moon water. My husband and I are going to make, well, I am going to make a couple gallons of moon water. And I'm going to use those in some things, which I'm very excited for. Anyways, like I said, if you're just hopping on, my name is Nicole. I am not a makeup artist, but I have decided that my love for astrology needed to meet my desire to learn. So, at the beginning of 2020, I did a vision board, and one of the things on my vision board was makeup classes. And I wanted to learn how to contour. It was like very important to me because it's something that is so out of my comfort zone. I'm 31 years old. I've never known how to do it. I don't want to do it. So I've already washed my face. I've already toned it. I use an overnight cream as my moisturizer. I don't know why, just probably because it's really heavy. I love the way it makes, well, heavy as in like with moisture. It's so dry in Las Vegas right now because it's wintertime. So this is going to keep your face moisturized. You know, essentially it's to do it all night, but I need it all day. So I've been using it in the daytime, depending on where you live. I live in Las Vegas. It's dry as hell here. There's no moisture in the air. So like when it's cold, it's bitter. And it's hot, it makes you want to slap your mama. I mean, it really is just fucking terrible. So with that being said, my poor face is like, it's like drinking this up. I waited to do my moisturizer until I got on with you guys. So tell me, what is going on good in your life? Tell me all the things. For me, today I found out that there was no cancer detected for the 2nd year in a row, which is very, 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 very exciting. I had a female cancer. It made me huge because hormonal cancers are just all messed up. But they also told me that I'm not allowed to have any soy. Like I have, like, especially not genetically modified soy. So like I can't have soy sauce anymore. And I eat sushi on the regular. So I'm going to have to find a soy sauce replacement. That'll be fun. I can't have edamame or soybeans anymore. That's not fun. And then I have to watch at what type of soy, like protein shakes and those kinds of things, or like just in general, like I just have to watch like what type of soy it is. Cause like there's some that are obviously really high in estrogen. So basically my estrogen is really high, which explains so much about why I'm crying all the time. My husband will just, I don't know, the other day he like hugged me and I was hysterically crying for no reason. And he's like, what the fuck? I feel so bad for him. Anyways, so my estrogen's real high. My testosterone's kind of low. So I'm just feeling way too feminine-y, cry-y. Need to break that. So with that being said, I'm really looking forward to adjusting some health stuff. They also told me, this is primer. They also told me that I'm going to need to go back in 6 months to do some testing. The highest reoccurrence rate is between 2.5 and 3.5 years. So like I'm kind of entering that little space. I also have lupus. And so it really affects your muscles. And they're like, you need to lose a little bit of weight, not in a mean way. They basically were just like, there's the fat content on my body is too high. Not that I'm overweight, but it's just that my muscle mass is too low. And it's because lupus, obviously it does affect your muscles. And so they want me to just kind of basically turn some fat into muscle, which is fine. I can do that in the next 6 months. I only need to do it for like 8 pounds. That's totally fine. I can do that. So that's the plan. I talked to my upline today. Really, she's my friend. I talked to my friend today. She's going to help me out with a workout plan. I don't leave my house because I'm high risk. So I'm going to do something here. I'm going to get some weights, like more weights than I already have. I have those like medicine balls, but I'm going to do some of those, not cardio. I'm not going to do cardio. I'm going to do weights. So I'm very, very excited. Some strength training. And I think I can do this. So like I said, I am going to go get my BB cream. I'm not contouring today because Virgo, what I want to capture is just their natural. Well, first of all, Virgos overthink anyways, which is funny because for this look, I was overthinking it like no one's business. So I wanted to tap into their creativity. Earthy creativity was my plan today. So with that being said, I'm going to try to use our Earth palette, Sabella's Earth palette. But I also did have to get something from somewhere else. So I went shopping at this place called BH Cosmetics. I do not recommend their eyeliner. Sabella has a way better eyeliner. But there were some things that did work. They had this like glitter like roll-on thing that was really awesome. I got a pencil sharpener from there. And this glitter. So those are the things that I did get. Otherwise, and some extra brushes that Sabella didn't necessarily have. Other than that, every single thing that I use is all from the Sabella line. It's very, very affordable. I think BH Cosmetics was kind of affordable too, but Sabella is cruelty-free. So it's this one. But it's like really high quality. It's like salon quality. Whereas BH Cosmetics, like I could just tell, like, I don't know. It's like cheap, but it was also like cheaply made. Like, I mean, their eyeliner was awful. Fucking awful. And the reason I had to use it is because the Sabella one is on back order. Because y'all love it so damn much. So anyways, I wanted to just get this out so I can show you guys what it looks like because I won't be able to show you in my video. Anyways, I guess this is like a pigment. I'm not really sure. I've never used it before. Like I said, you guys, I'm not a makeup artist. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know if I'm using the right stuff. I have no idea. What I do know is that I'm supposed to cover up whatever little blemishes I have with this cool foundation stick I got from Sabella. It's supposed to be your same color. My face is clearing up from the stress, which is good. All right, cool. So, like I said, what is good going on in your life? Do you have a Virgo friend? If you do, you don't need to tag them. I think they'll really enjoy this look, or at least I hope so. I have a couple Virgo friends. One of my very closest friends is Virgo. I have a friend from high school that I've known forever. She's also a Virgo. So I just think like Virgos and I don't know, we sort of just attract to each other. So you could win a full-blown astrology reading. So it's going to include like life path, your lot of fortune, your whole houses, things for transits, the whole big shebang. I finally just got my astrology equipment yesterday, like the actual program. It has transits in it. It's just freaking awesome. So there's a couple of different like apps and tools and things that I'm going to use to put the whole report together. Like it's a report, like huge. And then give me like another 6 months and I'll be learning how to do like past life readings. It's all really intense. There's just a lot into it. But it kind of gives between the candles and this, and just gives my son and I this opportunity to merge our Catholic faith with, I don't know, all things like stars. So it's really cool. So, all right, I'm going to go get the BB cream and we're going to make this look happen. Okay? All right.
Okay, so Virgo is the mutable earth sign. Its ruler is Mercury. It's on the other side of Gemini in the sense that a Gemini is ruled by Mercury outwardly and a Virgo is ruled by Mercury inwardly. The keywords are discrimination, service, practicality, and analysis. The functional expressions are helpful, modest, sharp, calm, organized, responsible, and close to nature. The dysfunctional expressions are critical, scattered, forgetful, confused, nervous, and stressed. So the practical and analytical skills, towards the end of the month of August, the sun starts to kind of leave Leo and enters into Virgo, and its journey through there is more about practical concerns. Those born with a sun in Virgo are more motivated by the urge to find practical outlets for talents, skills, and abilities with an emphasis on being extra careful. But consequently, they are very humble and at times kind of self-easing. It's natural to be kind of a counterbalance for Leo, as the creativity expressed through Leo has to be channeled in Virgo. So kind of think of Virgo as like I said, like the channel. The urge to be of service is often paramount, and Virgos tend to be driven by the need to be useful rather than recognized. Accordingly, a Virgo is concerned with efficiency, practicality, and the economy of means. This can be expressed on either a physical or intellectual level, both internally through their mind rather than externally through results. As a mutable sign, Virgo is also characterized by the qualities of duality. So that those with the sun in Virgo tend to have like dual strengths. So they often have the ability to blend logical analysis with practical know-how, combining a sharp intellectual mind with solid skills. So their urge to improve, they are always seeking to improve or refine whatever is at hand. The process of discrimination is fundamental to this sign. On an external level, this can occur in many ways. Virgos want to make their environment as functional as possible. This is for a good reason. Virgos have really earned a reputation for cleanliness and order. Virgos traditionally associated with lists, details, protocols. Many, though not all, Virgos will feel not comfortable if they are not in a well-organized routine or a structure is in place. So if you have a lot of Virgo in your chart, you're gonna know that aspect of your chart is gonna require a little more neatness and tidiness, maybe mental focus. Virgos in general have become more rigorous about their mental pursuits or maintaining a healthy body and mind. Their outwardly appearance may seem to live kind of messy or chaotic, but internally they know exactly what their goals are and how to realize them. Since this is a mental acuity sign, many Virgos are blessed with sharp, critical mind. The ability to pull something apart into its compartmentalized pieces and then see how they work, fit, and be able to put them back together is a very pronounced skill for a Virgo. Their problem-solving abilities, since they have such, a mental sharpness, this can range from problems that have to do with patchwork and quilting, since a Virgo is also the sign of crafts, to problems with engines, plumbing, design, operational management. They're very vast. Virgos are all about system thinking and solving complex problems in very practical ways. Many excellent event planners are born under this sign. Since their planetary ruler is Mercury, it tends to lead to the ability to break down problems through the analysis of situations before finding a resolution. One of the greatest gifts for Virgo is their ability to translate many elements into a cohesive and workable form. By synthesizing information, details, and protocol, those with Virgo in any of their major three use the best of whatever they can. They do have a tendency to be high worry. One of their greatest challenges of this sign is their tendency to overanalyze. Virgos are inclined to worry about intangibles that they just cannot, in fact, be changed. They have very busy, active minds, and it is essential that they find practical ways to ground themselves and release this kind of mental energy into physical and emotional well-being. While anxious, they tend to withdraw and become self-contained. A Virgo are not typically inclined to, seek attention or be super dramatic. They usually prefer to deal with their problems inward. And so because of that, this look, we really wanted to be able to showcase that kind of earthy feel and also, the mysteriousness about what's going on in their mind, because there's no category for them to kind of place their experience into. They tend to be a little more edgy. Typically, they find that they prefer to just have a plan with everything. And when they do not have a plan, or the system kind of falls, they fall victim to obsessive thoughts that may happen, like what could happen, all of the different things. So it's really useful for those that have Virgo in their sun, moon, or rising to remember that they are better off with a project to work on rather than trying to plan what essentially cannot be controlled. They should channel their nervous energy into something tangible, a project, a problem, a hobby, a pet. It's far better to rearrange the cupboards than lie awake at night worrying night after night. They are very humbled by nature. It's a very sensitive, discreet sign that don't have very many dramatic displays. They're likely to value humility and a can-do attitude over, grandiose sort of gestures. And it's important for a Virgo to identify their wealth of practical and analytical abilities and gain recognition for the hard work that they do. While they may not require applause, they do need to acknowledge to themselves that they are capable of some great shit. Virgos often demonstrate their talents in a kind of myriad way of understanding yet extremely effective things. They can themselves be manipulated through feelings of obligation, believing that service is a duty rather than a reward. Consequently, they find themselves in a situation where they're being kind of taken advantage of. So for those that are extremely hardworking Virgos, you need to recognize your contribution and enjoy the benefits of your hard work too. The physical pleasures, with all of this in mind, Virgo is nonetheless still an earth sign. So the sensual aspect of the sign, it gets often overlooked, but it is still there. Many with the sun in Virgo have a strong interest of the body and take much delight in sensual distractions. This could range from, secret balances of the wild weekends to midweek detoxes to yoga enthusiasts. They have this sort of mind-body synthesis, and any activity that fuses mind with body will most especially benefit them. In many ways, Virgos tend to be very healthily aware of their own body and their needs. By attending to their body and taking time for fun, Virgos can connect to the essence of who they are, maintaining good health and happy relationships without obsessing over routine. However, they choose to indulge, they should do it in moderation. Any excess will be felt immediately. Many Virgos will have the, innate interest in herbs, vitamins, nutrition, self-care, and they tend to gravitate towards fresh, healthy foods, regular supplements, healthcare routines. And so, to a Virgo, their body is a temple, and they can honor this sacred space by developing healthy routines as well as indulging in good things, that'll kind of advance them over their life. So I do want to pivot a little bit to a Virgo moon. I know that because of this placement, you're likely to have more difficulties, not as difficult as a Capricorn, but not as easy as like a Cancer. Because a Virgo is so logical and just like lives in the realm of practicality, that logical analysis can sometimes keep them from sort of stepping into the planetary world of, I guess, magic, you could call it, because they live in a place that is so logical. And so if you really want to be able to use the moon and release things, especially with Halloween, like in, less than 4 days, we would really have you focus on maybe a ritual or writing some sort of list down, because that's going to make you feel more at home. I'll be honest, when I was doing this look, I was really thinking of more the Virgo kind of rising in mind, just because they are both grounded in their earthy sort of life, but at the same time, they're very mysterious. And so we wanted to be able to capture the essence of their kind of logical base, but at the same time, be able to kind of show that this really like mystical side of them, because they're so kind of like, inward. And they have this kind of counterbalance from Leo. So their creative expression is really like channeled. They're very efficient and practical and, economic and very earthy. And so hopefully this look was able to capture that for you. I think that Virgos are one of the most logical, fascinating signs of the zodiac. I do kind of find some of their obsessive behaviors to be rather interesting. So if you are a Virgo, hopefully you enjoyed this look. And if you know a Virgo, tag them in the comments. We wanted to catch the both earthy side of Virgo, but also the mysterious side. Because they're so internal, you never quite know exactly what you're going to get. Hopefully you enjoyed this simple yet mysterious look for our version of Virgo.